I think all of us that have been in Iowa and been in this business sometimes face a little bit of that. You're not as good as somebody in New York, and people know that you have just the same coverage as anybody else. And I think that's what's important about the CFA.
The CFA designation has always signified to me one's commitment to the investment industry. It shows to me that an individual has challenged themselves to be a better professional, and that they strive to hold themselves to a higher level of standards.
Well, actually, I think the Des Moines chapter was founded by, and the initial idea came from a person named Riley Richards, who was Chief Investment Officer of Equitable, Iowa. So he called me, and a person who was with, what was at that time, Norwest Bank, and we had lunch, and that's sort of how the Des Moines Society got started.
I viewed it as a significant professional step at the time, and one which I felt anyone that was dedicated to the field of securities analysis as a securities advisor should contemplate.
I think that over time, why it has come to mean more and more as the investment area has changed.
They provided opportunities for leadership, they provided opportunities for education, and I enjoyed that.
I know for a fact there are many opportunities I've had professionally that I simply wouldn't have had without the CFA charter.
Much of our daily work, it seems, is focused on doing inward things, whether it's to you personally in your job or to the company. And the CFA Society allowed me the opportunity to be outward focused rather than inward focused.
Volunteering with nonprofits has always been a big part of my life and continues to be, and now that I'm back here teaching at the university. But it's a way to give back to the society and make sure the financial community in Des Moines, and make sure that we're getting the service from the institute that we needed to get.
Well, I think that the designation of CFA has become more important as time has gone along, and I think it probably will continue to be more important.
From the days of four-function calculators and rate tables to we can't operate without pad computers.
The flow and timeliness of information has increased immensely, and allowing investors to make decisions faster and smarter is probably the biggest thing that I have seen evolve through the last couple of decades.
My advice to new charter holders is make sure that you're always continuing to learn. This is just the beginning of your journey in the world of finance, and this gets you to a certain level, but don't think that it stops there.
Your career advancement still will depend very much on your own initiatives, your own communication skills, and your own hard work.
Get involved in your local CFA society. Aside from the service aspect, which I think is an important thing to do, you'll also make a lot of lifelong professional contacts, and frankly you never know where those can lead you.
If I were talking to new charter holders, I would encourage them to take every opportunity that they could find. If a door cracks open a little bit, to push their way through and see what's there.
To me, it's been a very rewarding experience, not only professionally but personally, and I really would encourage anyone who has the time and desire to give back to the organization through volunteering with the CFA Institute.
CFA designation will continue to be a strong marker for excellence within the industry. I think the important thing, and something that's growing, is the role of ethics within our industry, and I think the CFA has been at the forefront of that.
I suspect that investment professionals, particularly those who are dealing with individuals on a day-to-day basis, are going to be held to an even higher standard of professional conduct in the future. The good news for CFA charter holders is that this enhanced standard of care really dovetails pretty well with the CFA Institute's Code of Ethics. So I think CFA charter holders and the CFA Institute are pretty well positioned to continue their role as leaders within the financial services industry.